3.3. In this part, we will do the database part. Retrieve data from database and display. Yeah, pretty simple. This feature, we did similar thing in project 1. Here, we just do it another time. Yeah. Although we will make the form slightly different, yeah, because the drop-down list. Yeah. All right. We will work on the requirement number 4. Yeah. Retrieve the product data from the database. Yeah. Store it in a list of Java beans and place it in the request scope. That's simple. Okay. First, we need to define a Java bean. Here we call product for the display purpose. So we have the ID and the name, the product name. Yeah. So that's all we need. Yeah. So we don't need to include the price part. Yeah. Because in our display, for this simple example, we do not use the price part. Yeah, but for the real world example, you may like to include the price part, right? Yeah, because for a customer, so they want to see the prices for different products. Yeah, but here, yeah, we just want to make it as simple as possible. All right, so setters, getters, yeah. So this step is straightforward. Yeah. Next step, we need to do the query. So in our servlet, we need to retrieve it from the database. Yeah. So although we do the database connection, okay, yeah, so that is standard part. So here I do not show that part, the standard database connection part. So then when we do the query, we need this prepared statement. Yeah. All right, so this is our query statement. Yeah. All right, so ID, name, ordered by ID. Yeah, so we'll get all the product information, all the products. Yeah. Then, so we will use a while loop. Yeah. So we create a list of product Java beans. Yeah. We execute the query. Then we use a while loop to go through all the rows, return result. Yeah. For each row, we create a product Java bean. Then we set ID, set name. Yeah. After that, we place it in our list object. That's simple. Okay. Yeah. So the data, retrieval, format, yeah, list of Java beans in that format, yeah. Then we put it in request scope, yeah, under the key product list, yeah, the object, yeah, stored in the request scope. Yeah. So we ready, we send it to the, we forward, yeah, because this request, we need to forward the request to input page, input.jsp. In the input.jsp, we display this list of Java beans. Yeah. All right, so for the display part, yeah, pretty simple. Yeah. In the input.jsp, first, we retrieve the data from the request scope. Yeah. Yeah. Do casting here. Yeah. Okay. Under the key, so we, the standard way to retrieve our data. Yeah. All right. Then, because later we need to use the HTML form to submit data. So we put in a HTML form. Okay. Yeah. Then the drop-down list, select element. Yeah. So we use a for loop. Yeah. For each loop to go through the whole list. Yeah. And for each bean in the list, so we retrieve the value, the bean, the product ID as the value, and the product name as the display name. All right, submit button. Yeah, so that's it. In this example, we don't have the order servlet ready yet. It's empty, nothing there. Yeah, so we will do that later. Okay, yeah, we will do that in our next sample project, sample D version. We will do that order part. Okay, all right. So at this point, we get what we need, for sample C. So that's all we need. Yeah. All right. Let me run the demo. Yeah. So we will complete this video. Yeah. So pretty simple. Yeah. For this part. All right. Then part C. Yeah. Yeah. So here the part C. Yeah. All we have here. Yeah. So let me just run it. Yeah. So we want to see. Yeah. The result. Yeah. All right. So just this example. Okay. And this one we need to use the database. So we need to include the database driver. So I already put it in that, lib folder inside the web-inf. Yeah. And also we start Apache MySQL database server. Yeah. So, make sure when you run this example, you have all those things. All right. So this is the result. Yeah. A list of product. Okay. All right. Yeah. I can show you my database a little bit. So this is my database. Okay. Yeah. I call it products DB. Okay. Containing two tables, product, purchase. Okay. The product, 3. Yeah. So that, 3 products. Yeah. Price. Yeah. And then purchase table. Yeah. I did example, testing before. So this is my data. Yeah. When you start, your table is empty. Yeah. After you do testing, you will collect the data. Yeah. All right. So now we get back to here. So we retrieve the product information from the table. So that's all we need. All right. Then, in our next example, or next round, sample D, what do we need to do? Yeah. First, for the input page, this page, we need to put 2 drop-down lists. Okay? Yeah. So one for the city selection, another for product selection, this one. Okay, in parallel. Yeah. And for the product part, we need to put a text field. Yeah. When a product is selected, the user can specify the quantity, right? Yeah, quantity. Yes, the quantity. Yeah. How many? Yeah. This product the user wants to order. Yeah. So that interface part. Then, yeah, in the prepare servlet, we need to do 2 things. Yeah. We just combine the part in sample B and the part in sample C together. Yeah. So that's pretty straightforward. Yeah. All right. So after that, we need to do that order servlet part. Yeah. Submit. Yeah. In our sample D, we will work on the submit button, order button. Yeah. Order button. User clicks it. Yeah. Data submitted. Yeah. Then our order servlet, we need to collect the data and process it. Do the calculation. Yeah. Okay. Then put in a Java bean and display it in another page, result.jsp. Yeah. But we do not write the purchase data into the table, because we leave that part to the last step. Okay, last step to complete the whole project too. We leave something to, for the whole project. Yeah. Otherwise, if I complete everything in my sample example, so you have everything, right? You already have the project too. You do not need to do anything, right? So I leave a little, small tasks you need to complete to get the whole project too. All right, so let me stop this video.